This is a quick bite-sized video in order to talk about seasonal affective disorder. Now, if you're not quite sure what that is, that's basically the seasonal blues that we go through in the winter time. And a lot of people suffer from this. I used to suffer from this. I've had past partners who suffered very deeply from this. And actually, it can be fairly easy to at least ease, if not eliminate completely. Now, it's quite simple in terms of what you need to do. It's much more simple than you actually think. There's three things that I would actually recommend. Now, the first thing is vitamin D. Now, pretty much everybody in the northern hemisphere is vitamin D deficient. And that's because the sun just doesn't shine as much as we need to have it shining on our skin. We also wear long sleeve clothes. We don't go outside as much as we should. And therefore, we don't get enough vitamin D. Now, in the winter time, that is even worse. And as we know, sunshine is the happy vitamin. Sunshine makes us feel happy. Even if you are a goth or you're a hardcore metalhead who never leaves the house only to go to concerts, you don't like going out in the sunshine, which I know a lot of metalheads don't, you still need that vitamin D. You still absolutely need it. So the first thing is to actually take a vitamin D supplement. Now, if you're very health conscious and you would rather do this, then I would go to a doctor and have your vitamin D levels actually tested in a blood test, and your doctor can tell you what dosage you should actually take. But studies actually show that taking high dose vitamin D actually isn't detrimental to health. It doesn't usually have any side effects. But what I would actually recommend is if you get a packet or if you buy from the chemist or the pharmacy or the drugstore and you get some vitamin D or you order online, don't exceed the recommended dosage on the packet itself. If you would like to take more than that, do it in consultation with either a nutritional therapist or with your doctor. Vitamin D is really, really important. It can really, really hugely help to alleviate the symptoms of seasonal affective disorder. The second thing is you can actually buy natural light boxes. And I know someone who actually swears by these. You can buy them online and they emit actually a natural light glow. Now you can put them on your desk where you're working. You can use them actually to wake up naturally in the morning. They kind of emit a gradual light as you wake up, so they wake you up naturally. Because where I live, it doesn't get light in the middle of winter until fairly late in the morning, and it gets dark about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So the sunlight, even if we wanted to, the daylight's just not there. But you can get these light boxes, have them on your desk at work, or have them at night time if you're watching TV or something like that. And you're basically tricking your body system into thinking it's getting daylight. And when it's tricked into thinking it's getting daylight, it helps to synthesize those vitamin D, that vitamin D and actually calcium and all the bits that are all linked to that. And it can help to improve your energy levels. It can help to make you basically feel not quite so down in the dumps because it's winter. Now, the third thing, and this is really surprising for a lot of people, is mindset. Mindset plays a huge part in seasonal affective disorder. Now, the reason we know this is those really great Scandinavian guys up north who experience really dark winters. They have done lots of tests into this, lots of experiments into this, and actually mindset plays a huge part. People in Scandinavia are among the happiest in the world, and they're among those that have the darkest days in the world. And why is that? It's actually because they see the cold weather and the winter in a different way to what we do. They see the snow as something positive. They see the colder weather as something positive. In Denmark, they call it hygge, and it's actually being cozy and comfy and just, snuggling up with a hot chocolate and a good book or a beer or a nice mulled wine or whatever is next to the fire. And they see it as a time of rejuvenation. So you kind of close down for the winter. You kind of do your little hibernation tactics. The snow is pretty. I mean, there's no denying that. I'm not a snow excuse me, I'm not a snow fan myself, but I have to admit it is pretty. And they just see it differently. So if you're struggling with winter and the grey and the cold and even the snow where you are, actually try and change your perspective about it. Are there positive things you can take out of the situation that you're in? Do you like wearing big jumpers? Do you like being wrapped up? Do you like the fact that you can cozy up on the sofa with a book in front of the fire, or you can drink mulled wine, or you can have a hot chocolate, whatever it is? Are there positive aspects about the winter time that you can actually try to focus on rather than the grey skies? I actually love autumn. I love the changing of the colours. I do like going into winter because I know at the other side of winter is going to be spring, and spring and autumn are my favourite times. It's something to look forward to. It's about perspective. Use those three things and you can actually change the way that you think about the seasons. and altogether they can help to alleviate seasonal affective disorder. Give them a go. They do work, I absolutely promise you, and I hope this mini bite-sized video has helped you. Have a great day.